My understanding is that you were given an assurance by the NPA that you are not being investigated, or such recordings are not being utilized for purposes of investigating you, thus rendering you not a suspect as you feared. Are you aware of the assurances provided you by the NPA in that regard?
Maybe my learned friend can just direct me to the where she gets this information from, this assurance that she refers to, and what does it exactly relate to, or how. I wanted to understand where she gets the information that she currently raises and relies on. The issue of the assurance given by the NPA that he will not be prosecuted for anything pertaining to these recordings. And these recordings, does it now mean it's recordings relating to December of 2024 and his arrest in May of 2025? And does it also include the unlawful recording that was made when he was approached in prison behind the back of his attorneys at that point in time?
Chair, I hear my learned friend's address to you. I submit it's absolutely irrelevant. I've posed the question to the witness, and the witness will answer my question. If Advocate van der Heever is interested in what I intend to have for lunch, it's a conversation we will have outside. She's not going to preempt my line of questioning. Only if we get to a point where she says, I have failed to do so, then I suggest that she's got no basis to be interrupting my examination of the witness. So, if you will, I've posed the question to the witness. I would like the witness to answer.
Chairperson, with the greatest of respect to my learned friend, when you pose questions to witnesses, again with respect, you need to have a basis on which you make a certain statement. And it's all I'm asking, is there a basis that she relies on? And it's not necessary to become aggressive about it. I simply am here to do my job. I'm asking, is the statement that she makes that assurances have been given, does it have a factual foundation? And if so, can we please just understand what the factual foundation is? Otherwise, what we are busy with here, with the greatest of respect, is to try and catch my client at this point with certain statements that made. If there is a foundation for a factual foundation, then just give it to us. There's nothing that says I'm not entitled to ask what the statement is based on.
In the interest of progress, may I make this suggestion, which I think in the circumstances is a practical suggestion. Yesterday we made very good progress with Mr. Madlanga regarding broad or blanket attempts at asserting the privilege against self-incrimination. We referred specifically to paragraph 109 of the unanimous judgment of Justice Jafta, and we said there must be specificity as to the crime in respect of which the privilege is being claimed, and then the basis, that is, in the context of that crime, the basis upon which the privilege is being claimed. It cannot be broad, it cannot be generalized, it cannot be blanket. May I suggest, Ms. Sello, in the light of the fruitful ground that was covered yesterday should, in fact, I think at some point I did say that it covers the entire spectrum, which means it covers even the recordings. It cannot simply be said, for whatever reason, that the recordings are a no-go area. So with that as the springboard, as it were, can I just ask you to, Ms. Sello, to ask your questions that relate to the recordings, and let's see how Mr. Madlanga, aware of the legal position I took him through, responds to your specific questions.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
Mr. Matlala, my question to you regarding those recordings, has the NPA ever given you an assurance that matters recorded in those recordings do not currently form part of, are not subjects of any investigations? Are you aware?
No, I'm not aware of that,
Okay.
Commissioner.